Let me turn it. Where are you from?
Wolverhampton. Where are you from, Birmingham?
Birmingham.
Come on, man.
Come on. Oh my gosh.
Where, bro?
The bad side.
Hamza.
Originally, yeah.
That's where my family's from.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you mixed?
Everything, you know. Bit all over. Turkish. Everything. I did that 23andMe thing.
Did you?
Yeah.
You give over your free DNA?
Do what?
You give over your free DNA?
That's it, man. Innit? I was scared of that, you know. No. But yeah.
You know what? Welcome to the channel, October Red. It's nice. Somebody from Wolverhampton, our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
But you know what? For our viewers, introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about who you are.
I'm Essex, singer, songwriter, producer, and now I'm a influencer, boxer.
How did that come about? Singer, songwriter,
Yeah.
to Misfits. Talk to me about that.
Obviously, Mams is my manager. So him and JJ have been asking me for a long while to get in the ring. But I just didn't want to do influencer boxing. Like, you know what I mean? My brother was always like iffy about it. But even though it's so close to me in the sense of it's a family business damn near. So, you know, I think that's why I was a bit like, should I? But you know what? I'm so glad I've done it because for my own mental, the way I've transformed my body over the last 3 months, and I'm going to keep doing that. It's a blessing, man, you know? And what made me really do it was I had a car crash in May. And, you know, I saw my life flash before my eyes, and there's a lot of things that I put on the back burner. I was quite depressed, man. Like, I have bipolar disorder and things, and all of the things you can imagine was affecting me. But, like, from that moment, man, I just switched it on the next day. Things got real, you know? So, yeah.
You know what? Respect for that. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. Something that's quite close to my heart as well. When you talk about having bipolar, I get it. Sometimes you're on top of the sky, and then sometimes you can sink into a deep depression.
Like with the music industry and the ups and downs of that, and I had signed a record deal during lockdown, and I felt like everything just started going down at once, and it was just one thing, then another, then another, then another, then the car crash. But like I literally saw my life flash before my eyes. Like I'm not joking. It was real shit. So can you swear on it? It was real shit. So. Yeah, man, I can't play games with life, you know, so I'm going to get into the best shape I can possibly get to. I'm going to become the biggest artist I can get. And yeah, man, just keep going because it's in here, you know. My life has changed, man. It's mad in just 3 months, so.
Boxing does that, and I get it. It's crossover boxing. Even you said you was a bit iffy about it. Shall I do it? It's not really boxing. But talk about the effort.
I had the wrong people in my ear saying, nah, man, what the fuck? But you know what? It's bringing more people to boxing than what actual boxing is doing right now. So that is just to be a part of it's a blessing, man, you know? Yeah.
As a boxing fan, which I take it that you are, and I'm going to ask you this from like before you were sitting on the fence, and
Yeah.
Do you think that the crossover boxing is taken more seriously, albeit wacky and weird, and it's like a circus? Do you feel like it's starting to take over from traditional?
Depends who you're asking. Do you know what I mean? If you're asking people that are, what's the word, defiant, you know what I mean, and just don't want to be, yeah, man, like, if you're open-minded and you can see that this is, look at like the Chinese super leagues in football and what they're doing in Saudi and that, how they're getting all the big players to go there. It's, you know, it's a good platform for the sport with boxing, so I'm for it, man. Yeah.
When we talk about influencing, it's like we're already in this like online world anyway.
What the hell is an influencer, man? Like, we're living in some fake online world. We're in the real world right now, you know, even though we're doing all this press, but what's an influencer? What even is that? You know, like, just live your life, man, and do what you want to do. Don't be influenced by what someone else is doing or feel like you have to be. Make your own decision, man.
Well, do you think that's hard, though? I know I'm going off on a tangent, but don't you think that's hard with everything that's online?
This could be a podcast, but damn near, like, it is hard.
Not a podcast, believe it or not.
Oh, we'll jump on it. But now, like, I think it is hard, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like, a lot of people need to not be influenced and be led by what they actually feel, because they're getting into things without even wanting to do it. Don't do anything half-heartedly. When I started this boxing, I was like, with Mam's like, let me do it for a week or two, see if I can even do this. And I was like, you know what, let's go, man. So, yeah, man.
How have you found the training for the 3 months? Like you said, you've been getting into shape, that discipline. How have you found it?
It's been good, man. I train with my brother, Mike, who's always been a boxing trainer. He's big in Wolverhampton City with that. So he's respected in the game. So I just got into it through that. But then also I train with London shoot fighters as well. So, you know, I got both ends of the spectrum. I was training with real big pros. You know, JJ, Derek Chisora, MVP, big names in the game, and it's not a joke, man. It's not a joke.
When you talk about, you kind of like got a stepping stone because you signed to Mams.
Yeah.
You're kind of like in a privileged position, if we're going to put it like that.
But
so you can
I
get
will say
those.
this, like, Mams don't treat me any special just because, you know, I'm his client or whatever. You know, I'm still putting in the work and still have to go through the trenches. You know, yeah, definitely.
Well, what would you say that you've learned from these guys that you have sparred from, like you said, like Derek Chisora, the likes of everybody knows who Derek is, Michael Venom Page, we know that he's done mixed martial arts and he's done boxing. What would you say that you've learned from those guys?
Not to have an ego,
Okay.
discipline. Everybody's in the there to work as a family, you know. I've also learned on my own journey that you can really do whatever you put your mind to. Seriously, man. Like I wouldn't say I've overcome depression because that's a constant thing, but I've found new things that have made me learn to cope with. Maybe that'll fizzle out, but I've learned so much about myself, and I'm 31 now, so it's like, how do I ever learn this when I was 18? But everything happens for a reason, and you know, I'm just feeling blessed, you know, differently. So yeah.
Have you done any homework finally? Have you done any homework on your opponent, DTG? This is sort of like a comeback for him. So have you done any homework on him?
I watched his last fight. You know, we had the face off, and I said, bro, you looked all right. And he says he's putting in the work, which I expect, and I'm glad. It's going to be a good fight, man. You know what I mean? We're going to go for it.
I know it's the beginning for you, but who would you say your influences are in boxing? And what style do you like? What kind of boxing style do you like? I know you're fresh, but you've got an idea, surely.
I like to fight. Even though I don't have a very long reach, my movement's good, you know, so I'm in and out, but I'm also in. So you'll have to see, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, we got to tune in Saturday the 14th, the undercard. Do you know what time you'll be on stage?
I don't yet, no. But obviously we're in the prelims, so it'll be early. But make sure you watch it, man, because I'm coming.
And your IG, your socials, let the fans get behind you.
Yeah, man, my YouTube, I'm trying to build up my YouTube. I'm dropping vlogs on there every day. I'm actually dropping an album in December, Anywhere But Here, which I've made during this whole 3-month process as well. It's about a breakup, so that's why it's called Anywhere But Here, you know. The first song from it drops on Friday, the day before the fight. I'm going to walk out to that with a little surprise from special someone as well. If you know about my legacy as a producer, you'll know about the Woo Rhythm. I got something coming. But then, yeah, man, you'll see. You know, I don't want to say too much now, but the week after you'll see again. The week after that you'll see again. The week after that I might just be dropping the whole album every week. So you never know. But yeah.
We love it. Listen, Essex, an absolute pleasure to meet you. Good luck on Saturday night.
Much, man. Make sure to subscribe.